In this position, it's white to move. So what can you say about white's position? What to do? What about black pawn weaknesses?
So d4 is hanging after bishop takes f6. Queen takes f6 and knight takes d4.
Mm-hmm.
They have doubled pawns. The d6 pawn is weak.
So we win the pawn on d4, that's true. But that
Yeah.
was an extra pawn.
Yeah, true. Sorry, I didn't count out the material.
So let's calculate this line. Oh, try to talk about this position when the pawn is already taken. So yeah, you're right. So d6 is a weakness.
Problem with our position is that if the knight moves, then b2 is hanging.
Yeah, that's true. But
Else.
we can move the pawn to b3 or b4.
Yeah.
Well, for example, if knight c5 now, then b4 can be played. What if bishop b7? How would you play?
Maybe knight f5.
Knight f5, and if he captures.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
But this is what
Should be okay.
annotator
Yeah.
suggests. So knight f5, but after queen b2, let's see what we can do. No, I think just capturing on d6 makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the bishop's hanging, so it should be fine.
But then probably e5 to start the attack. e5, knight e5.
Yeah.
So rook b1, queen c3, rook e3, queen c5. No, I think if e5 is not mistake. Let's go back. Maybe this move.
Why?
To threaten to play knight e7. Okay, so let's ask the computer. The computer thinks e5 is still a good move. And if knight e5, then rook b1. And after queen c3, rook c1. And he suggests bishop f3. Oh my god, and bishop e4.
What? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Rook singing as well.
Maybe there is something. Maybe in this position we can play first rook c1. So this, then bishop b3, and this bishop on c6 can be under attack. Okay. However, in the game it was played knight e5. How would you continue for white?
At f5 anyway. I don't know.
No, knight
Still
f5.
looks okay. Oh, no, no, sorry, I hadn't read. No, no, no.
If knight f5, I think he takes with the
Bishop,
bishop.
bishop takes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so it was played bishop
yeah,
b3
sorry.
to
Sure.
get. First, we improve the position of our bishop, and then we also control the d5 square. Bishop d7 and not bishop b7 because of knight f5. Rook c1, rook a to c8, queen d2. So these two pawns also can become a weakness if we attack them. Especially this one on a6. In this position, black played knight g6. And that was not the best option. He'd better trade everything. Like this. But he didn't, and he played knight g6. How would you play? Because you can play queen a5, immediately there is a knight hanging.
I'm not sure. Maybe we could play just bishop d5 something.
Bishop d5, knight f4.
Knight f4. Much of a threat? Not really.
That's not a threat. Okay, so rook c to d1, because our task is to attack the weakness on d6. And at the same time, we protected the knight on d4. And if knight f4 now, then we can just trade these knights to avoid some complications here on the king side. So, and after knight takes, we take with the rook to protect on b2. Then this is a weakness, this is a weakness. Now, let's see, for example. So, if rook c6, how would you play?
I would probably not play. Okay, I don't know. I would probably play bishop d5 just now. But it's silly because it blocks off the d file and I don't want that. So no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, and so I can play any move like rook c7, rook b6.
Maybe just rook e3, you know, and put the rook on the d file eventually. Takes some time, but we'd eventually do it.
What?
Rook comes to e3.
e3.
It's very long though.
And then
No,
rook d3.
maybe not. Yeah.
Makes sense, but there is a better move. There is a winning move. No, so just so you can win the pawn.
E5? Whoops.
E5, yes, sure, because after E5 the pawn is pinned because of the bishop hanging.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so rook c to d1, knight e5 back. This is what happened in the game. f4, knight c4. Bishop takes. What do you think? So should black take with the rook or with the pawn?
If they take with the pawn, then at least the d-pawn is backing it up, but at the same time the d-pawn is backward pawn. And it has to worry about the e-pawn, so... With the rook, at least it doesn't make the b-pawn any weaker.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
if he
Take
takes
with the
with the
rook.
rook, yeah, that's right. So if he takes with the rook, then just two pawns are weak. No, for example, b3, rook c7, knight f3, rook c6. However, I think e5 still works. But he took with the b pawn, and now he has three weaknesses. Okay, so knight e2. Bishop a4. Rook c1, rook f to d8, knight c3. The idea of this move was to get the knight to c3. Bishop c6, rook goes back. So we shouldn't allow him to play d5 and to trade this backward pawn. h6. Oh, just creating an escape square for the king for future. Queen e3. Rook b8, attacking the pawn. Rook e2, we protected the pawn. So, and then rook goes back. Maybe that's a kind of a mistake. However, looks like black can't do anything to prevent doubling the white rooks on the d file. Rook d4 first to attack this weakness. Bishop b7. The weakness is protected by the c8 rook, and another rook goes to the d file. Queen e7, queen g3, king f8. f5. If rook c6 now, how would you play? So
Maybe knight g5.
Because the pawn is hanging.
Yeah.
Knight d5?
Sorry, no, not knight d5. I was thinking maybe just e5 again.
Yeah, rook c6, e5, winning the pawn. So that's why this pawn is lost. He plays rook to e8.
Yeah.
Queen e5. So then we trade. Then this is how we got an extra pawn. And just to protect on e4 and detect the weakness on c4. So in this position, white has an extra pawn and absolutely winning position. Let me show how white won. a5, rook b6. So he has no ideas what to do. The king can't come closer because of the d rook. And black can't move his pieces because he loses this or this pawn. Rook d7. So the king, white king came closer. That's why, and he protected the e pawn. That's why this rook now can attack other weaknesses, like f7 pawn. Bishop c6. Rook a7. This pawn is under attack. a4. How would you play in this position? Would you take on a4?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can, but then you lose the pawn on b2. There is a better move. King d4. The rook is trapped, so he has to move the bishop to protect this rook with the other rook. Rook b6. Rook b to b7. Now the bishop should be here to protect the f7 pawn. Knight d5. Rook d8. G5. And so he sacrificed this pawn. Let's go back. So what if he keep the rook on, like, what if he moves like this? Max?
Yeah.
What would happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think g6 probably because of.
Yeah.
If he takes, then this pawn. Then there are some chances to give a checkmate.
Yeah.
Okay. So he sacrificed the pawn here. Rook c6 check, king d4, rook c2, king a5. G6, f6. Knight takes on f6. And in this position, black resigned. So what is the winning idea for white here? Max, are you here?
Yes, I am.
So, how to win then? What is the winning plan?
Sorry, there's a problem with the volume. Let me try turning it up. Okay, can you just speak for a second?
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me?
Okay, that sounds better.
Okay. So,
All right.
in this position,
Yeah,
black
sure.
resigned.
Okay.
Why?
No, rook h7 seems like a pretty big threat.
At the same time, after rook h7, we can play f6, threatening to give a checkmate. Anyway, we are threatening, but now looks like two pawns will be promoted.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning, to this position. So here we realized, white could exploit the weakness on d6.
Mhm.
Our plan was not only to attack the pawn, but also to improve the position of our pieces, like bishop b3, and of course not to allow black to trade this pawn. But the main mistake made by black was this move, b takes on c4, because now he created 3 weak pawns, so 3 weaknesses, which can be easily attacked. After the king joined the center and protected the e4 pawn, then where is it? So of course black lost the pawn on d6, and then the king came closer to the center to protect the weakness on e4, and 2 rooks get the freedom to attack other enemy pawn weaknesses. Okay,